Can I go now? Welcome back, everybody. The Consortium Interregnum. We're here, and we made it. Are you guys ready?
Yes.
As I'll ever be.
Okay. Wait. Give it one second. Just I'm almost there, and I'm in. Here we go.
Nice. So yeah, you guys remember what you did last time?
Not at all. No.
We were solicited for a donation.
Yes.
Well, now I remember. Thank you.
We were trying to remember what all the factions did, what all the religious factions do.
Yep.
Barely remembered some.
Well, so you were at the one that specializes in being like hospitals and that kind of stuff. And they basically said, we don't really have a mission for you. We just want you to make a donation, and we'll support you. And as you were leaving, one of the person said, "Oh well, we do have this mission that we would be willing to pay you for." And that is one into where you'll be going to collect some herbs. So you're able to do that. You have a bunch of other missions that you've just kind of collected throughout the day. So the mission to get the herbs isn't until tomorrow. So you could go to another one of the three holy orders if you wanted to, or you could just wait and do one of the other missions. So to remind you of the missions that you have the herbs from the holy order. You have the boy and his cow. Having a problem with wolves. You have the sanitation department monster elimination. You have the cats are acting weird mission. And the mad scientist mission.
What if the herb mission is just us, and we find a village of like Ferns' people, and that's why it's like a higher priority mission that's paying more?
No, I don't think it could be Fern's people because Fern is a fern. He isn't an herb. That would be herb.
What is it? A fern? Just an oversized, head-shaped herb.
Hey,
A lot of
I
things.
hope you don't eat ferns. I don't think that's safe. Don't do that.
I never have. But
you know what?
Wait.
the berries are pretty good.
I'm just wondering if Blair is the type of person that would eat actual fish food, like the stuff you feed
like the
goldfish.
flakes.
Yes.
Yes.
The three most common edible fern species are the bracken fern, the lady fern, and the ostrich fern. So
Okay.
people do eat certain types of ferns.
You can't eat a fiddlehead fern. I can confirm.
Did you try?
I've taken a bite out of a plant before.
I hope this is just like Cinna saying
this. Sure, let's go with that.
have you eaten a fern?
No, there's no ferns in the dream world.
It would be really funny if the whole time we were out with ferns and it was just like having to resist the urge to graze on him.
I can't say that I haven't wanted to get a little taste.
Yeah.
But...
Fern feels that same way about you guys.
Wait. You said one of them was the weird cat mission?
Yeah, the post, there wasn't a reward. It just said that the cats were acting weird.
Interesting. What do you guys think?
I think that since we got this one, I think that we should show our, like, what's it called? We should show that we're taking each mission seriously and like take them one at a time and go like deal with some cows or something.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. We don't need to go to the next holy order yet.
Yeah.
It's either the cows or the sewers for me.
I love to see cows.
Well,
There are
then choose between
I
them.
keep forgetting there are cows down here. All right, we can see the cows.
They're just sea cows. They're just manatees.
Or they're like a weird manatee cow hybrid.
Yes. I'm fine with cows. Cows sound a lot nicer than sewers.
Fair enough.
All right, let's cow quest. So what were the specifics on the cow thing again?
Yeah, so the poster gave you the location that you need to go, and that it's just like it lists the person that you need to contact as a young boy who has a cow, and he needs you to scare away some wolves that have been harassing his cow. Is what's listed.
Okay. Boy who cried wolf. Gotcha.
All right.
He'll be the boy
So yeah,
who's cried dragon if he cried wolf. It's wasting our time.
I mean,
Well,
yeah, if there's a dragon there, that's gonna be pretty cool. But yeah, you want to go?
Sure.
Yep.
all
Let's
right.
go.
No one opposed?
No one opposed.
All right. So you guys follow the information in the flyer. It's fairly easy. The streets here are, pretty narrow and in some cases hard to move around, but there are some larger, like main street kind of things that you can navigate. And despite the fact that, everything's pretty tightly packed together, it's not actually that hard to navigate. Generally, like the roads do make sense, even if they're not necessarily the the most spacious. So you're able to go along one of the main roads into the area, and you're kind of near the edge of town. And you have like the ceiling start to come down and connect with the floor, creating the dome that the giant clam creates. And so you can see the ceiling in this area up close, and you go pretty much all the way till to the point that it fuses together. And someone has built a kind of like a large shack along there, kind of like using the the clamshell as like a back wall. So they just basically put up wooden planks in order to create like a front wall. And it's quite large. Most notably, it is not made out of brick like most of the other buildings. So this is a little bit more hastily thrown together. And it kind of smells like farm animal a little bit as you get close to it. And there's a boy sitting out front. Looks like he's playing with some marbles.
Hello, child. Have you called us?
He looks up and he gets excited. And he's like, "Oh, you guys are here for the mission."
Yes.
Hey, how old are you, kid?
Mm-hmm. He's like, "Well, let me show you the cow." And he opens up like a large door. There's like a door that he was kind of like playing in front of that looks like it's like a door into living quarters, but he walks down a little bit and he opens up a bigger door. And then out comes an actual cow. And he's like, "This is my cow." He says, "I haven't given her a name. Everybody was like, you should call her Bessie. That's a pretty standard cow name." And I was like, "No, I want to give her a better, more unique name, but I haven't been able to come up with one."
You are right for not listening to them. This is a
What
superb
about
animal. It
what about
deserves it.
Uniqua?
It's just like chewing on some grass. It like comes out and it like sees you all. It doesn't really make any motion or anything. It's just chewing.
So, what's up with this cow?
And he says, "Oh, well, the wolves keep trying to get her."
Ah. Wait, how are there wolves down here?
He says, well, I mean, that's just what they call themselves.
Wait, are they people?
He says, "Well, what else would they be?"
Okay, either they're wolves, lichens, or shifters, or I'm stumped.
He says, "I don't know what any of those words mean."
It's
Don't worry
okay.
about them. Don't worry about it, kid. Uh, hmm. Do you know why they, other than like food, do you know why they would steal Betsy or? Hmm. I mean, she is a cow. I
And you're
don't
a
know if I can.
moo. It goes back to eating grass.
Good.
So they're trying to kill this creature because it smells.
Well, yeah. Well, they say that they also like, are okay with like just moving it out. That's why they haven't like killed it yet. I probably wouldn't be able to stop them if they really wanted to. Like they'll come up and they'll like threaten to beat us up.
Have they actually done anything?
He says, "Well, I mean, like they'll hit us. They've thrown rocks,
That's not nice.
It's fucked up.
and they said that if we're not out in the next couple of days, they're gonna beat me up and they're gonna kill the cow. So I need you to scare them away."
We can do that.
Can I insight check this little boy?
Wait, sorry, what'd you say?
Can I insight check this boy?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. What buttons do I press today? $18.
Yeah, you know that he's being like sincere. It seems like he's been targeted by a local like group of ruffians that are probably local that just want him to move away. You definitely you don't see like it doesn't look like there's any like parental figures here. So it's just like this boy and his cow. So there's not thing. He's definitely being sincere that they threatened to kill the cow. You also get the feeling that he doesn't actually know what a wolf is. The people, they call themselves the wolves, but like, that could just like, if you showed him a picture of a wolf, he wouldn't know that it was a wolf. He probably has not moved from his little location here. There are no wolves here.
Okay. So he seems legit. So how often do they come around? Do you know, like, when the next time they're trying to come around is?
No, not really, but I can bring you to them. I know where they hang out.
All right. What do you guys think? Do you want to go over there?
Yeah, no, we can
Seems
talk
pretty straightforward.
to the talk. Yeah, no, it's. I think there is a way to solve this peacefully.
Alright, if you say so.
Yeah, I think we can be diplomatic first, and then go from there.
Exactly.
All right. So he says, "Oh, okay. Let me go get my stuff." And he puts the cow back inside of the pen, and he kind of like puts a block on the door.
Can I
And
do while he's doing that? Can I
Mhm.
do as ritual doing find familiar? Uh, just probably just a raven.
Yep.
This one's name is Baltimore. Anyway, Baltimore, I'm just gonna have stand watch while we
Oh,
go
like on
talk
the
to this
cow.
guy. Yeah, on the just in case something happens while we're away.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
All right. So he comes back out, and he's got like a little um like a little like satchel kind of thing, like a book bag. And he's like, "All right, I'll show you the way." And he starts walking off into town. You get about a block over, and there's a bar there. And he says, "Yeah, they all hang out in here. They're probably in here right now." And he points to the bar. And then the bar's name is the Sea Wolf.
Okay, so that's where they got the name from.
Those sea wolves. Okay, so they're just a gang of ruffians that like eat stealing cattle.
No, they just hate the cow from the sounds of it.
How petty was you gotta be? I mean, I don't have a nose, but
It was a pretty average cow. Yes, it is going to smell, but there's no reason to steal or hit the cow.
they were. All right, let's confront. I mean, how old are they? Like, they're just beating up this kid's cow. Like, are they full-grown men or like?
Yeah,
He
well, we
says, "Yeah,
haven't
they're
met
like
them.
your height."
Uh, all right, I mean, we could talk sense into them. I could put on the old George charm. And see where we go
Finally,
from here.
I can't wait to see the legendary George charm.
I'm
All
very
right.
excited for the George charm.
Is
You're making me
usually the
blush, even though I don't have any blood in my veins. If I
it
had
is
blood in my
usually
veins.
Blair who tries to do the charm. but seeing George pulling up his chops, oh boy, I have the sweats.
Are you being sarcastic and making fun of me?
What?
Never mind. All right. So are we to wait for these guys to show up?
We can go in there. No?
Yeah, the kid says that they're
Okay. Oh,
usually
they're
in
there.
here around this time.
All right. So George will saunter in. I know how to deal with the rough and tumble crowd. Just watch my lead.
You go in there all sultry like.
Yeah, no, like I do like a weird, goofy cartoon strut inside the door. Like I presume these are like old saloon doors, where they're just like two flaps of wood.
So it kind of looks like because the building's brick, so the door it's more of like a normal um door, but it looks like it kind of like the first door doesn't actually go into the main room. It kind of opens up into like a little hallway, and then at the end of the hallway there'll be the two opening doors for you to use. You also kind of like walk down like a little steps. It's not like it's like directly below the ground, but it's not like, it's like a foot or two lower.
Hmm.
So you're able to walk through and do your door thing.
Yeah, wonderful. Like, all right. So not to put too much attention on myself, but do I see any? I mean, I presume it's a bar. Everyone's sort of like rough and tumble here. Uh,
So you walk in,
mhm,
and the little kid kind of follows you. He says he'll point
let's
them
see.
out.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
I'm
you can tell him to like just like give you a description, or if you want him
Yeah,
to
just
point it out.
give me a description. What do these get? Or like, point them
Oh,
out.
so
What do
well,
these
do
guys look
you
like?
not want him to come in with you? Like, are you trying to like stealth in?
I'm going to like. I don't want to
I
risk a child's life in danger because the kid, like, as much as I don't want him to be pointing at the sea wolves, and the sea wolves toss him around like a full-grown actor playing a bully in a kids movie, a full adult actor playing a bully in a kids movie. So, what do you think, Con?
yeah, no, I think
You're just like wondering what to do with the kid because I know the kid.
I am have him wait outside with me
Yeah,
and look in that, and I'll be taking a check on the cow to make sure it's safe.
okay. I basically kid's trying to walk in with me like, whoa, okay, you're not old enough to go in a bar yet. I tell the wait outside, I can handle this.
So he gives you the descriptions of three men. He says, the leader's kind of bulky. He wears glasses. Um, he says, and then there's a really skinny guy. Um, and then the other one is this like really mean looking bald dude.
Hmm. Okay, so all right. As I enter in the bar, like I tell them to wait here, then like I go inside the bar, look around. Do I see any of those gentlemen of that description?
So you walk in
Mm-hmm.
and roll me a perception check.
All right, let's see what George does. What does my pirate eyes with a +3 get me? 13.
Oh, yeah, so you walk in. There's a half-orc bartender.
Mm-hmm.
Doing normal bartender stuff. He's like cleaning a mug. The bar place it's not very well lit, so it's kind of dark in here. And you do see pretty much the only people in this bar right now are three people that do kind of fit the description. But instead of, what like the little kids seeing, there is like one guy. He looks kind of like he's overweight more than like buff. But he's wearing glasses. There is a skinny guy sitting next to him, and a bald guy as well. But they're all kind of like middle aged. They look like they're kind of older.
Is this a book club or a dive bar?
Well, they've all got like beers in front of them, and it seems like they're sitting down. Does anybody else come with you when you walk in?
Sid, if you want to be backup.
Yeah, I'll definitely be back up. I'll come in with him.
Yeah,
All
definitely
right,
need
so
muscle.
What do you want me doing since if I'm not coming in?
Make sure if things go bad, the guards don't think it's us.
I should convince them it was somebody else's doing. Well, I'm just
That you witnessed the entire thing and you saw the other people do it.
I mean, okay, sure. I'll blame everything on them.
Yep. So I basically go up to the bartender to do the act of like, hey, buddy, I'm looking for the sea wolves.
You walk in, and you go up to the bar, and you ask him that, and he like kind of like looks at you like a little confused, and he's like, "Well, yeah, that's the name of this bar."
Oh. Looks looks at the signing and like display. Like, sorry, I was looking for apparently someone's been bothering the local cattle recently, and it's town livelihood and whatnot. Just
He
wondering.
goes, "Oh yeah, that cow. It's a real pain. Stinks up the whole neighborhood."
I mean, I don't have a nose, so I can't really tell.
He says, "Does that affect your taste? You taste things?"
Anyway, before I get existential, anyway, so yeah, apparently some older gentlemen are also like, while harassing the cow, they're also harassing a kid. So step too far, I say. You know where I can find these fellas?
And he says, "Oh yeah, I'm right behind you, right over there." He says, "I wouldn't
Okay.
necessarily say it's harassing. We're just evicting the cow."
What'd the cow do? Other than smell bad.
It smells. It's not allowed to be here.
I didn't know you need a permit.
I mean, they were also throwing rocks at the kid, though. I think that's a little too far.
He says, "Well, they were throwing rocks at the cow."
Is that what they told you? Yeah.
And he says, "Well, I mean, people get a little emotional about these kind of things. Neighborhood property values and all. It's bad for business,
I mean, yeah, bad for business, but like, I think you should be able to hold your emotions in enough that you're not like causing collateral damage.
Or
Isn't that going to ruin your property values more?
Or beat up a kid.
And he says, "Oh well, look, I wasn't there. You'll have to talk to them about that." I will say though, it seems like they've like I said, you're not allowed to have farm animals here, so the cow is definitely going to need to go.
Why not? Why not?
Wait, Luna, are you here?
No. Ask them why not.
What? Why not? Like, what's the deal of having a cow? Isn't there like a farm nearby?
He says no. The entire city is zoned for things like business and people to live. If you want to farm, you probably take the cow to like Ormos or Topside or anywhere else. Like all of our air has to get pumped in here. If we've got something that's uh, filling up the joint, like you know, circulation's hard with this many people. Uh, you'll end up if we let everybody have a cow, the air would become toxic. You know how much methane cows put out? And look, yeah, like we all kind of feel bad for the kid, which is part of the reason why, like, we haven't come down on him hard. But
Does the kid
the
sell
cow's
milk?
definitely got to go.
Does the kid even sell milk, or?
Because like that would make it a business.
Yeah, that would technically make it a business.
He says, "Oh well, there's nothing against selling milk. You could do that. You just can't farm milk here." It's not like he says like business like industry or craftsperson, farming has to be done somewhere else. It's not suitable inside here. We don't have enough space.
Yeah, look, I'm just gonna talk to this gentleman over there because last thing we want is like a kid getting hurt. Like, I leave and then I go towards the guy. But just in case, do I see if, like, before I go over, do they have weapons on them? Can I
Roll me
should I just
perception.
would I perception or insight or I'm sorry, investigation? Actually, perception.
Perception.
Well, unless someone wants to help me perceive.
Um,
Set
I could assist.
Oh, that way that 7 becomes a 20.
I don't know if you can roll twice and then afterwards do it. It kind of seems a little cheesy. I will say, though, regardless of the roll, they don't appear to be outwardly carrying weapons. So none of them have like swords at their hips.
Okay.
It doesn't look like they have any like large weapons. You can assume that they may be carrying like a dagger or something on them. That's not necessarily uncommon, and it's not something that you may be able to see from the get-go. But it's not like, um and even things like it doesn't look like any of them have like a like a staff or even something that you would assume to be like a spell focus that you can clearly see.
Okay.
If you were actually like to search them, then you'd be able to know for sure if they had anything. But just your glance over, they do not appear to be.
Okay. So George taps one of them on the shoulder.
One of the guys. Which one do you do? Bald, glasses, or skinny?
My glasses skinny. Anyone I feel that is the most sensible.
You get the feeling that glasses looks like he's the leader.
Yeah, I poke glasses on the shoulder and I'm just like, hey, buddy, I have a kid outside saying that you were harassing him and his cow.
He kind of like turns around and he says through a little bit of slurred speech, "Oh well, it doesn't matter anymore. They're gonna get rid of that cow anyway."
Who's they?
Who's they?
He says, "Oh, the authorities. We finally won." And he kind of like cheers with the other people here. He's like, "Ah, that darn cow's finally gonna be gone."
If I may ask, I also heard that you also hurt the kid when we were trying to get rid of the cow. Any reason behind that?
And he says, "Oh, we didn't mean to. We were just trying to, get him to leave. You know."
You could
Daryl.
convince the authorities that he assaulted a child, therefore the kid gets to keep the cow.
Yeah.
And you promise not to report him for assaulting a child.
Yeah, like, I'm gonna be real. Like, getting rid of the cow, one thing. Yeah, no, it probably smells. I don't know. I don't have a nose, and my sense of smell is shot. But as you can see,
He looks over. Is like, "Yeah, does that affect how you taste things?" kind of like Flare kind of focuses.
All right, before we get existential. Alright, before we get existential, look, gentlemen, like, being up a look, getting rid of the cow is one thing. Like, it smells, probably. I don't know, allegedly, I don't know. But, being up a child, what do you think the authorities will do when they hear about that?
Roll me and intimidate.
Can I assist? I'm here as muscle.
Yes.
Yep, okay. 20.
Nice. They kind of like sweating a little bit. And they're like, "Look, man, if you're trying to shake me down, I don't really have a lot. I can pay you off, but we should have killed that cow ourselves a long time ago, and none of this would have happened."
Hey, you could have.
Said we even offered to buy the cow from him originally, and he wouldn't sell.
I mean, you could have helped the kid get up to Ormuz or topside, but instead you harassed the kid. I mean, instead of helping him with money or whatnot.
He says, "Well, here," and he kind of like goes to like poke you in the chest, but he kind of misses and kind of hits you in the arm, poking you, and trying to be like, "Look, if you call the authorities, it's not going to save that cow. We've already got permission. They're gonna kick it out, and yeah, then they'll probably put the kid in a home somewhere. I don't know. It's not my problem. I just don't want the cow, stinking up the place." He says that area doesn't have the proper drainage, so he ends up needing to carry it with a bucket, like a common area, to put everything in the sewers. It stinks.
Look, I get it. You're upset about the cow and everything, and I get. Look, it's just I just demand a bit more civility. That's all. But apparently, you said poke me in the shoulder, so maybe
Just kill him.
No, I'm not gonna kill him. But he did offer money.
His famous last words.
Maybe my friend here and I will probably ignore you if you triple the amount you were gonna give us.
All right, roll me another intimidate. You can
That's
still do with
persuasion.
advantage.
I'm persuasion. I'm rolling persuasion this time.
Okay, I'll allow it.
22.
It's to keep your secret and etc.
keep your secret, etc. But
All right, keep your secrets.
Yeah, so him and his buddies, they are kind of intimidated by you guys. You're not the normal type of person that they see in here, and so they gather up they empty out their pockets, and they have on them. Excuse me. Oh, where is it? So they take out between the three of them, they have about 300 shiny. And it seems like they've already, they don't really have a lot on them. So they're kind of sweating when they hold it up to you. Like you get the feeling.
So that's a pretty fair trade, don't you?
Yeah, you get the feeling that if they had more, they would have given it, and that if you wanted to like demand more, you'd probably need to like follow them home. But that complicates things. So they give this and they ask them, "Listen up."
The last thing I want to do is get jumped by them at their house. So
I mean, you can ask them for their
I just don't
script
want to
or
be
something.
seen.
I don't know.
Wait, is there a pass that like someone needs to travel around the city with?
A pass? No.
Okay.
You use the pass to go in between areas, so you guys don't have to pay the fee to use the transportation network.
Okay. Then George is like, all right, that might do, but I might need also an additional pass just in case. One of you fellas aren't using it, right?
Oh well, so the passes are rare. They probably would just go and buy a ticket.
Okay.
So they wouldn't have a pass.
Okay, then never mind. Redact that statement.
Yeah. Sorry, I wanted to
okay,
clarify.
I was wondering if they had a pass on them or whatnot.
No, you can ask them for their IDs. If you
We don't
wanted
need
to like
that.
use their IDs to like take out a line of credit or something.
We don't need to do all that.
I made them soil themselves. It's good enough, and for free 500. I'm good enough.
And so they say they won't bother the kid anymore, but they say that it doesn't matter. The authorities have already been brought in, and they're gonna remove the cow anyway.
Hey, well, it was a pleasure doing business with you. We'll make sure not to say much. And as George walks back outside to everyone, it's just like, it's just like, all right, kid, you probably need to skip town. They apparently the authorities are coming after you, your cow. How much is a ticket to Ormos or Topside?
If you want to send him to Ormos, because he'd need to get a special one for the cow. I think I said it was what, 25 per person, so cow's probably like 75, so probably 100 would get him there.
Yeah, I'm giving a kid 100 shiny to get himself a ticket for him and the cow.
He goes, "What am I supposed to do when I get there?"
Start a new life, buddy. You're on the lam now.
And you had like reward money that you were going to give us, right? Use that.
He says, "Oh yeah,
100 to cover the ticket. I'm giving you the 100 to cover the ticket."
And he pulls out from his bag a sack of coins. He says, "Yeah, I promised you 2,000." And he opens it up, and inside is 2,000 V coin.
God fuck me. Yeah,
He says, I found a whole bunch of it. I was so excited because then I was like, I'll have enough money to buy protection.
Yeah, it's probably best that you give it to us.
No,
And also, yeah, and here's another 25 gold, shiny.
You can give him 50. Come on.
All right, fine. I'll give him 50. I have like 447. I'm just trying to be even with my like gold total. So yeah, George will take the sack of 2,000 magic.
Yeah, do you explain to him that the money is kind of worthless?
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
Are you familiar with the concept of fluctuating value in bubble markets?
He says, I don't know what any of those words mean.
Probably for the best. Don't get invested.
All right, so you give him 125 shiny for the ticket and to cover his meals until he can, like a commoner can live off of 25 shiny for, definitely like, one shiny a day is not necessarily unheard of, but it's kind of squalid. So if you wanted to give him enough to that, he wouldn't like starve to death after the first month. Like
We were
50
giving
or
him
75
150.
shiny would probably be enough.
Oh yeah,
I
150. That's right.
100 for the
Alright,
ticket, 50 for the everything else.
Okay, yeah. So you give him that. That'll definitely last him a month until he can
Hey, do
find
you have
some
any
sort
parents, kid?
of. He says, "Nope, just me
You
and
have
my
a
cow."
name?
He says, "Oh, well, I haven't given the cow a name."
You have a name.
Wait.
Yeah, he says, "Oh, yeah, my name is Charlie."
Alright.
All
Alright,
right,
Charlie.
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 He
This
says, "I
is
heard there were
okay.
monsters in Ormos. Is that true?"
Yes, but here's what you're going to do, Charlie. Charlie, listen. I want you to. I put our address.
No.
Y-
No. 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 No.
He considered adopting
No.
another child.
No. No.
Yeah. Oh, so if it's a dragon, it's okay. If it's a fucking starving orphan.
He's
I
fucking
feel like we don't want to put a child around Tito and the other guy.
No, what I was going to say before you guys went no. I wasn't gonna have him live with us. I was gonna say take this address, look up a guy named Charlemagne. He can tell him that to set you a farming permit for the milk cow, or find a milk farm in Ormos that you could work for. He'll set you up with a job, okay?
Oh, that's significantly better.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, so basically you want Charlemagne to set him up with some kind of work gig.
Yeah,
Yeah.
precisely.
Yeah.
He says, "Okay." And he starts taking his possessions out of the little shack. He says, "You guys can have this shack. I don't think I'm allowed to be here, but apparently wood's kind of valuable, so you could probably sell it, I guess." You guys just it's literally just like wood panels that he found somewhere and constructed his
Wow.
lean-to with.
Thanks so much.
All right, cool.
So.
Now we have a base of operations.
Do we though?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, we have
We
the
don't have to
hotel
pay for.
room.
You have
We
another
don't
one
have to pay for a hotel room.
at a somewhat decently sized hotel.
Yeah,
Look, this is if hotel room gets if a hotel room gets
compromised.
Complicated.
yeah.
Wait, so this is what, our safe house?
Yeah, this is safe house.
You get the feeling also that if like the authorities that the people in the bar mentioned will probably be here in like a day or two to like if he's not here, they'll probably just clean it up.
Hmm.
Okay,
Yeah,
Maybe he
like
could go back to his life
of crime.
of
and
street
maybe
begging.
something terrible of street bacon and cow milking.
God, if this kid meets Tito first by accident and the cow gets like a machine gun utter, I'm done.
Oh no!
You can still see him. He's walking down the street. If you want to yell him a warning.
Don't.
Fine.
If you see a guy
fine.
named Tito, run.
He waves back. Is he one of the monsters?
Sure.
Well,
And-
no, but actually, yes.
Yeah.
History's greatest monster.
So he leaves off into the twilight because that's kind of what the light is like here. And so yeah, so you guys netted 150 gold by shaking down some people who were harassing a homeless child because they wanted to better their neighborhood.
I
And
mean,
then,
fucking NIMBY. I'm not dealing with them.
yeah, and then
no, they sound like an HOA. Perfectly.
yeah, that's basically what they were.
Mhm.
And then 2,000 Bitcoin.
We're
Which again,
rolling
the
in
free
it.
ammo is nice. It's not a useless reward.
Yeah.
Like it's an actually like functional thing to receive, especially for Austin, who has significantly
I am-
less.
I am grateful for the gifts whatever this child can give us. Mostly because they had nothing. And you should be grateful. No matter what.
He like literally found a bag of Bitcoin in the street. Was like, I'm gonna hire mercenaries to protect my cow.
It's especially absurd when you say it out loud like that.
Yes. Well, I mean, it's what a kid would do.
God, you're not wrong.
So at this point, and it's almost very abruptly, you hear a bell, tall in the background, and the light source that is shining against the ceiling begins to dim. And as it does, a lot of the lights in the street start to glow more bright.
Mhm.
It ends up functionally being darker than it was before. And you get the feeling that this is how they switched to night here, is that they've partially covered the light source. But everything can be timed perfectly because they know when it's going to happen. And so yeah, you could continue to go around, check out the nightlife, or you could go to bed to get ready for the mission the next day.
What are you feeling, Phillies?
Let's go check out the nightlife, honestly.
Yeah, let's party.
By the way, is Basil with us?
Yes.
Perfect. Fantastic. The only thing that can make a nightclub better is by bringing a dragon with you to one.
Bring a child dragon.
Yes, even better. What's the worst that could happen?
All right. Highs or lows?
Most mothers actually, go home and take care of their children.
Oh no, I just take my children with me and take care of them that way.
Highs or lows?
Like the alcoholic dad taking their
Highs.
kid to the bar.
Yeah. And highs, yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, highs. It's
All right. So you guys, go around town, and it seems like there's a lot of events going on, in certain parts. You ask around for like the parts that are well known, and so and so's like, yeah, this street's the best street, and then someone else is like, no, everything over there is overpriced. Go to this street, it's better. And you end up just moseying around, until you find some pretty nice places to party. It looks like they've got like this one area that during the day it looks like it might be like a theater, and then they've converted parts of it to a dance floor, and people are dancing, having a good time. But one thing that you do notice that's a little odd is it seems like there's a lot of security on the streets, and based off of like the locals kind of like talking about it and looking at it, you get the feeling that it's not super normal for there to be this much security. That like security will be there, but generally not the amount that would expect. But generally, people are still out there, still having a good time. It doesn't seem like anybody's super uneasy. So you've got a
So
nice
do we want
place.
to talk to a cop?
You're dancing. You can also talk to locals. You can also say you just want to party really hard, not look into it. It's also valid.
I'll ask the local, like, hey, what's going on over there?
They look over and they say, "Oh, well, they're probably looking for the there's been he kind of like goes and whispers, a murderer."
Who was the victim?
They say, "Well, technically, it's a serial killer. So there's been a couple of them. 3 people have died over the
Who's the
past 2 weeks.
any MO or who's the
Well, they
victim
were
this time?
stabbed. Generally, young people."
What were they stabbed
Am
with?
I a night?
Well,
That's also true.
Sure.
You know, that's fair. That's fair. It's
yeah,
just,
I think that is.
that's fair, but not the root. Not the branching question I'm trying to ask right now.
Yeah.
We have to
They say,
build up the
yeah, it's
dialogue
just.
tree.
He says, I don't really have a lot of the details. I just heard that they were stabbed.
Are we able to see the victim, or
He says, why would you want to see that?
no? I'm asking out of character. Am I able to see the?
Oh,
What happened
no.
before
It's
the
not
victim
like
this way?
they're there for like a crime. It looks like there's been murders, so there's a bigger police presence.
Okay, I'm just wondering if
Yeah.
like.
So no one has been killed here in the last couple hours that you're aware of.
Okay, so it's like that kid. I'm just worried that like as soon as we let that kid wander away, someone went up and stabbed him. But
That would be
Oh.
so funny.
He
That would
says,
be
"Oh,
extremely funny.
yeah,
funny, but also
Funny.
fuck.
yeah, no, because it's been a couple hours. He was going a different way than where you guys were." He says, no one's died today. The
Okay.
last one was 3 days ago, but it's been apparently once every 3 days. So someone probably is going to die tonight unless they catch the guy.
Hmm.
So it's young people.
He says, well, like
Yeah.
young adults.
Okay.
It doesn't seem like they've been targeting children, but like who would bring like their child out to an event like this?
Yeah.
Love you. I see the murder.
No one will do that.
Yeah, you'd have to be a pretty bad parent, huh?
Man, I don't know what you guys are talking about. I'll be fine. It only goes after young adults.
Oh God. Oh no.
no!
He's like, that's a good thing I'm a geriatric.
I'm a geriatric.
Blair's a MILF, so they're off the hook.
But is Basil off the hook?
Basil's a child.
Hazel's not an adult.
Oh wait, it's specifically. I thought you said young people.
It's
Well,
specifically
the guy was saying it like people going out to like the clubs and that kind of stuff with the purposes of like they're able to get into the clubs, but like 18 to 25-year-olds, young people.
Yeah.
Right.
Maybe I'm just old.
Technically, Lunu counts. Lunu could be a victim.
I think I'm on like the tail end of that.
Yeah.
You're like the awkward. You're like the 29-year-old hanging out with their 20, like younger 20s friends.
The guy
like,
is
hey,
you
I'm
guys
so
are
cool,
like
right?
going
I'm so
over
cool.
this. It kind of like looks at you all and says, "Well, I mean, that's just what they've killed so far.
Wait a
Like,
second,
3 people is enough to really tell a pattern.
Fair.
Any one of you could be a target."
Wait, did you just call me a MILF?
Delayed reaction. Anyway,
Hey
back
Blair,
on
I'm still like
topic.
cool enough to get murdered, right?
Look, do you think there was anything like peculiar? I'm just playing true crime detective over here. Like, why do you think they got murdered? At least, like it's.
He says, "Well, I heard it was random, but you can never really know unless you actually get the information. Maybe these
was the
were
last
targeted."
guy? Was the last guy well known or?
No, I don't know who any of the victims were, to be honest. They posted like obituaries, but they weren't anybody that I recognized. They just seemed like common, normal people.
Okay, I thought like there'd be like
Yeah.
oh, that kid's like a bureaucrat's son or something, or like he's the son
No.
of.
I mean, maybe they
So-and-so.
were, but if they did, they didn't mention it. They're trying not to put out too much information on the case until they can confirm stuff.
So it's just like a bunch of people gawking at a crime scene that happened like days ago. Pretty much the scene.
No. It's just like an enhanced presence because they think there's going to be another murder.
Everyone's just on guard.
Okay.
Yeah.
Also, I'm
Okay.
sorry. Can we go back to the MILF thing again? I'm 27,
Yeah.
But you're a
no,
mother.
Twilight years.
It's fine.
It's all done here from here, Blair. You think your pop career's going far, then you hit the 3-0.
You chose motherhood instead of being a pop star. I want you to know that.
It's a birth. I'm still completely youthful.
The crow's feet start
You're-
showing.
You're going to have your midlife crisis right here.
Yeah, midlife crisis right here, right now.
Wait, don't Triton live longer anyways?
Do you?
Yeah, you
No.
can have
The longest midlife crisis I've ever seen.
Your quarter life crisis.
No, it just means I'm even younger because it's not even that far into my lifespan.
Anyway,
It's so introspective.
we'll make sure to keep our doors locked tonight when we go to bed. You do the same, buddy.
Because we'll do.
Jason, how comfortable are you with there being a murder in possibly in town?
So comfortable. What kind of
I mean, I
I
feel
am
fine
not.
for myself. I feel like I could like stab a guy if he came up to stab me. I feel like I could stab him first.
Yeah, I already died, so
Yeah, no, I'm going to be honest.
But like,
I am.
I'd feel pretty offended if he didn't come and try to stab me though.
Yeah.
Like I'm
I,
spry. I'm youthful. I'm youthful.
yeah. No. At least you do not have the burden of motherhood upon you yet. Uh,
What is coming from? Where is all this coming from?
anyway,
Is this
I just realized I do unfortunately meet the MO of this weird murder guy's
Yeah,
victims.
just look. We'll just lock your door and maybe stick you in a closet just to keep you extra safe. You like small, tight spaces.
No.
It's for your own good. For Scott to like Lunu trapped in the closet. It's for your own good. It's like at least like alone sees a pair of creepy eyes. Hello. God. Anyway. So what's next? Guys?
That's a great question.
Um.
Should we try to
Yeah.
beat the murderer with Lunu? Because that sounds like a terrible idea.
Yeah, no, let's not. If
Okay,
anything,
well,
the murder could find us.
all in agreement. Or we could use me as the bait just to prove that I am indeed youthful and young. Now that you've sent me spiraling into a midlife crisis, thanks.
The only way I could feel validated about my age is if the murderers are still trying to kill me.
This is true. This is 100% true. And I'm not afraid to be honest with you guys. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, yeah, we
Let's
could
go to.
try it.
I mean, I guess we could leave our door unlocked and get all murdered.
Get all murdered.
I mean, it looks. Wait. You know what? We could just talk to a cop, which is, I know, the worst thing on the planet, but.
Yeah, it's pretty shit. Can we do anything else that's not that?
We could just like run around screaming for a murder, like, "Oh, I hope no one comes out of this dark alleyway and kills me."
Ooh, woo. Notices your knife. Oh, whoa, what's this?
God.
Let's have a little look-see. But yeah, I guess we should talk to a cop to get like more details on the case. See if they're willing to clue in the friends of Bubbles to get some assistance, some free assistance. Free, quote unquote.
Yeah. Let's see where that goes.
Yeah, let's get some advice from.
So, where's the closest police officer who does not look like a thumb?
Wow.
Doesn't look like a thumb.
Yeah.
Oh,
like
man,
those guys from Spy Kids 2.
So, there have been, as far as you can tell, people who look like they're doing security, but they just look more like town guards than like your normal police officers. You know, kind of like lowest on the totem pole. And then there's some people that are actual like, you know, like regulars that look like they might actually be what we would associate kind of with being police. The other people you get are probably like hired by some of the local establishments to just stand guard. They're not like a part of like the local government. So you can talk with one of them, or you can talk with one of the the local security people will probably be able to only give you information though if one of the murders happened close to here. But they may also be able to tell you like, oh, you know, you can go, you know, where that is, where like the most recent one was, and see if any of the local security come here, or you can just go straight to one of the police officers.
I think we should make a show of working with the government.
Yeah.
All right. So you go up to one of the police officers that's on patrol. What do you say to him?
All right, hi. My name's Cinna, part of the Friends of Bubbles. We're out here on a little pilgrimage here. I heard that there was some situation going on throughout the night, like something about serial stabbings.
He says, "Yeah,
Yeah.
we got a security issue with serial killer. Not anything we can't handle, though. We'll get him.
Are you
You
sure you don't
guys,
want any assistance or anything? I mean, we're in the area, and I would feel so bad if we just let something happen without even trying to help.
he says, well, obviously, if a concerned citizen sees something going on, you should alert us to any information that you get. But this individual could be quite dangerous, and you all look like you're quite capable individuals. But we also don't need vigilantes running around our city either. Uh, you know,
Hmm.
Right? I
So,
can see that. I can see that.
I understand. Everyone takes the law into their hands too far sometimes. That being said, what
you're
would you?
thinking back to you shaking down guys earlier today because they were harassing a child.
Yep. God. Uh,
Who would ever do such a thing?
God. So,
It's like, have you guys seen anybody strange around? Anybody weird doing weird things?
I mean,
Not
we're
recently.
we're a couple of peculiar guys. Let's be honest with ourselves. Looks
Hey,
like
Joe, shut the fuck up.
No.
a joke.
No, he says, "Oh well, uh, here's the thing about you guys is that you're minorly famous. So we know when you came in and out of the city. Some of the murders happened. The first one happened like 2 weeks ago. You guys were off somewhere else. You have an alibi.
Hmm.
There.
Yeah.
That makes sense that we would. Here's here's a question. We have heard that there's been young people. Now I do know folks like myself, around my age. Were they doing anything just so we could warn people to stay away from certain things? Like if they were out clubbing.
Just are you going to talk to the press?
No, I'm not going to make a press thing. It's just so we could warn folks on the streets.
Roll me a persuasion check.
I will say, yeah. Look, it's three. We've heard about the victim, like 3 victims so far. So best try to inform the folks and try to keep them safe. Make sure they lock their doors at night, and that's how I help.
Mm-hmm.
All right, persuasion +1 with advantage.
15.
Yeah, he says, well, obviously, I can't give you all of the details about the case, but it just seems like, they were young folk that, were walked off on their own and, were on their way home, and then they were stabbed in an alley. Some kind of slasher. And so you guys just, make sure you travel in packs, and hopefully that'll, be enough, and we'll catch the guy. And then you won't have to worry about anything.
Thank you for your assistance, officer.
He's like, yeah,
Uh,
you guys stay safe out there. Keep out of trouble.
No, will do.
He says if you get any information, you can go down to one of our offices and you can ask to speak with the investigator, and he'll be able to take your information if you see anything. anyone suspicious.
Roger that.
Roger that.
Will do. Will do.
Will do.
As soon as we get out of earshot, Lunu just whispers under his fucking breath, "Fucking pigs, goddamn, useless as ever."
All right, let's see where we can go from here. Should we just actually go like head to bed now?
We should head to bed, but make a show of like walking through every alleyway.
Yeah. Cause
All right.
Do you guys go through the alleyway in a group? Or do you go
let's
down
split up.
separate alleyways?
I go down separate alleyways. I say we should go down separate alleyways. I say to them, my place is this way. I'll see you guys later.
See you
Oh yeah,
later,
I live over.
Lou.
I gotta go like over back that way, and I just like make a circle.
I gotta find out where I live. Walks in a random direction.
I'm gonna walk home too with my very vulnerable young self.
I don't know, Mom. You're pretty good at fighting.
That's near. I mean,
Oh.
Mom, do you have like an eye problem? Are you okay?
No, I think I have astigmatism.
Can't believe.
All right. If I can get, I'm going to do a group bluff check. If I can get all of you to roll your bluff.
What's the
Deception.
bluff? Oh, it's
Deception.
Ah!
Yes, deception.
Yep. All right, here we go.
Do we get advantage?
Oh my god.
Ooh.
Bluff
And I'll roll for-
perception. I got it.
You have to roll for Basil.
4.
Wait.
Man, if this guy goes after the Sarah, how fucked is he?
Oh, very.
There's Basil's. How do you roll to me? What the fuck?
Look, fucking goddamn.
I'd feel
Basil's
great.
Second place. Let's.
All right. Highs or lows?
Can we get much higher?
Higher?
So high.
I feel like something should happen. So you guys all kind of go around the long ways down through different alleys and stuff in order to see if you could locate them on your way home. And you all get to the hotel, and the alleyway next to the hotel is closed off with a bunch of police. And they say, hold up a second, there's been a murder. And
Damn.
you look down the alleyway, and the owner of the hotel is dead. He's been stabbed.
Is he young?
No, not really. He was kind of older.
So the MO was bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
Or, maybe it could have been that this was a copycat murderer. Or something unrelated. A person who kind of looks like they're in charge. They kind of comes up to you. Kind of looks like a thumb.
All right.
And he
It's
says,
funny. I gotta.
"Are you guys the ones who are staying at this hotel? You're the only guests listed here, the Friends of Bubbles."
Yeah, we're supposed to be staying here tonight.
Yeah. Why?
And he says, "Oh well, the owner has been murdered. As you can see, it must have just happened." He says, "If only you guys, gotten here a little bit earlier."
Does that mean we get like a survivorship or something?
Oh, survivor? That's not how that works. Can we
Well, he kind of
retire?
looks at you and says, "I don't know what that means."
Like, what happens in the event that like the person that we're supposed to be paying to stay here passes away? What goes on there? Do we get like at the
He
Wait.
hotel?
says,
Wait.
"Well,
Wait,
according to
Tom.
the ledger, you guys had your stay comped. It was a voucher.
Oh yeah.
I mean, they're
We're-
probably going to have to shut down the hotel, but it'll probably take them a couple of days to get through the paperwork. As long as you have your keys, you're good."
Wait. So what if we found a new owner to take over the hotel?
He says, "Well, it's a national chain, so they might just send someone else out."
For a second, Tom, I'm like, oh, did you kill Lord Nathaniel? Did you kill our fucking worst NPC?
Oh no, no, it was definitely related to him.
Damn, you had an opportunity, Tom, and you blew it. I gave you this power. You could
No,
definitely have
this
done
is
it.
this is basically Lord Nathaniel, but he was a Simic hybrid. It's like a cousin.
Nathaniel. Anyway,
So yeah, you guys, so the guy says, "Well, um, we'll we'll be in touch, um, in order to ask you some more questions. You didn't see anybody weird hanging out around here, right?"
no.
There's no one at
Can't say
all.
that I
You know if
have.
the guy had any enemies? You guys maybe like you didn't even meet him.
Yeah, to be honest, we didn't even see the guy
Yeah, we didn't even see
before
him.
we like checked in.
Yeah.
He takes down some notes and he's like, "All right, all right, all right.
How long
Well,"
was he dead for?
and he looks over and says, "Well, we had a couple of witnesses on the street said that they heard some screams. When they came over, he was dead. So he's probably only been dead for about an hour." Does any of
Okay.
you guys have any of those magic spells? Will you speak to the dead?
Let me check. Austin, you might want to check your spell list too.
I'm only like a level 5 paladin. I don't think I get to speak to dead.
Uh,
Let me double check though.
I think Speak the Dead isn't that high of a spell, but I could be wrong. Um, Druid spell list.
It's a third level necromancy. Only bard, cleric, and wizard knows it. I'm paladin, dude.
I'm Druid. Damn.
Unfortunate.
we had a way to speak to the dead, we would have had something by now. And no one
He
down
says,
here
well,
has it.
he says, we bring in specialists, especially for high-profile cases like this. The previous people never saw their attacker, but this guy might be a little bit different because he doesn't fit the normal MO. You know, this might have been an accident, not something planned. The guy may have slipped up. They always slip up in the end.
Mm,
Yeah, it's
fair enough.
true.
He says, well, like I said, here's my card. He hands you a card with his information on it. Send me a message. See anybody weird hanging around here. We'll post a guard at the hotel. Prevent any looting till we can get all this figured out. It's too bad. Would have been nice to have fully blown local Ramzahor. They're my favorite places to stay at when I travel. I was very
they are
excited. They were going to
luxuries.
build one in the capital, but apparently they had some infestation, and they never opened, and so they moved out here. The guys just had the worst luck.
Dang. Well, we'll keep in touch.
So you guys go to bed?
Yeah, so we're going to bed.
We go to bed.
Blair goes to bed, still having her midlife crisis, not knowing if she's gonna have to be murdered.
Looking at her child with disdain. I'm
Why
not a
look at the
MILF.
child with
You
disdain?
didn't make me a MILF. You didn't make me a MILF.
I have no disdain for Basil, only for the people who have come go insane. Basil just does not process trauma. Hey Basil, are you okay? Are you shaken up by this at all?
Basil,
Playing games on his sending slate.
well, no, you guys got to remember, Basil started this campaign as an evil dragon.
This is
So, to him, he's like, oh yeah, there's a murderer going around, so we have to stop him because there's good murder and there's bad murder, and I haven't quite figured out the difference yet. But if this guy is a bad murderer, then that means it's okay to good murder them. Right?
True.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Yeah.
True words have never been spoken, especially from the mouth of babes.
And they
He
told them the truth.
Good.
So, you guys go to sleep, and I wanted to take a quick moment here to ask how everybody was feeling. Because in real time, it has now hit 10 o'clock. And I want to know if this is a good breaking point or if you guys wanted to play through another section.
So I feel like going to go get the herbs is going to take longer than an hour.
It probably won't take longer than an hour, but it may take close to an hour.
Yeah. I say we stop here for tonight.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, it's a very good cliffhanger with yeah. And I do like me a very good cliffhanger.
What if the herbs were the murderer all along?
The Dark Urge, you say, from the hit game Baldur's Gate?
No. No, it's the dark herb. What if it's just a really, really sharp, like fern hedge? people keep
It's just an
claiming.
extremely dank weed that just like murders people instantly.
Yeah.
What if it's Fern going around satiating his thirst for flesh?
Well, I guess we'll have to pick him? Question mark. I don't know
I
what
mean,
that.
why do
I
it
don't
here?
think
Do it in
we.
a place with more population.
I don't think we could ever defeat Fern in combat.
Oh no, I don't think so either. We just have to pick him for the quest and then run away the second we give him to the people.
Yep.
That's all we do. We have to just fulfill the quest requirements, quote unquote. And then give our good friend Fern some nice, delicious lunch. Anyways.
All right.
I get plugs, I guess.
Plug?
Yeah, plugs.
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 Hey, I'm Boosh / Connar / your friend, confidant, lover? Who knows? I got new computer. Things will be uploaded again. Not new computer, I apologize. New hard drive. Everything was uploaded before it crashed again. So we got this, baby. So you can find me, Connar, here on YouTube, Instagram, Blue Sky. Awesome, to date this episode, my Twitter got suspended for I don't know what. They didn't tell me. I just opened Twitter. It's like, you're suspended. And I reply, and I sent in the why. And they told me. Anyway, so you can follow me on those things.
Probably for the best.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I will say my mental health has gotten so much better now that I haven't been able to use Twitter as often as I used to.
And it's a
So yeah, you can find me on pretty much every social media. And you know what as well? Follow us on all that social media. Join the Discord. Be my friend. Subscribe to the channel. And I'm gonna pass it over to Austin.
Hey, you can find me at Octo_Austin on Twitter, where I am melting. Tasura.
Oh, hi. Hello. I'm Tasura. I exist. I'm in places. I'm around. Please tell me I'm real. Please tell me I'm real.
You're real.
Thank you. Thank you. But yeah, I'm in places. You can find me in the Discord. I might be on Tumblr. I might be somewhere. I am going to see if I can get myself suspended off of Twitter, so that I never touch it again. But yeah, Steven.
Yes, it is I, Blair Audina, the fish with the greatest midlife crisis you've ever seen. And yes, yeah, you can find me at yes. You can find me at Venty on only Blue Sky because I hate that guy. Whoever keeps stealing Venti from me on every website. But you can find me at Venti179 on Twitch. On YouTube. You can find me at 79 on Twitter. Maybe one day I can have my Twitter be banned so that I can never use that dog shit godforsaken website. That'd be fantastic. But for now, I will continue to suffer. Besides that, that's basically it. Tom!
Hello. So my plug of the day is so you take one ox bung, you take one lamb's pluck, and you take some beef or lamb trimmings. You know, like what you put in like a stew. You get some, about half of that in suet, and then some nice coarse oatmeal. And then you season all of the stuff and you put it all in the bung, and then you cook it. And then that's how
Right.
you make haggis.
Yum.
And that's my plug for today.
Excellent.
Now it
All
says
right.
here that you have to soak the ox bung for 4 hours.
Yeah, I, really
I don't know about whether or not that's required.
I'm not
But according to this, it says
You
that
could
it
just
is,
like
and
do
I
it for
will
like
just
3
leave it
minutes and you're fine.
All right. Stop the stream. We gotta stop this. Oh wait, I don't have to tell Danny that anymore.